want to bring in a Fox News contributor, Stacey Dash, right now on this. Stacey, it's great to see you.
Thank you for
having me. Thank you so much for joining us. So what do you think about this? MoveOn.org threatening this huge demonstration, biggest of the century.
Right. Well, I think that they can threat all they want. The fact is that the people that support Trump are very much like Trump, and they're not going to stand for it.
Right.
If they want to do that, then they're going to have, Trump doesn't bring a knife to a gunfight. Yeah. And neither do his supporters. Yeah. So if that's what they want to do.
The whole idea of this pushback against Trump, even from the establishment, it's sort of like smacking the voters in the face. Because the will of the people is the will of the people.
Right. It is smacking voters in the face, and it just goes to show that the establishment is so against him that he is for us. That's all the more reason to vote for him, right, I believe.
Yeah. I think you bring up a great point there, because in a lot of ways it's not even really Republicans against Democrats. It's Washington against the rest of the country, isn't it? And I think that these so-called conservatives, who, by the way, we elect them on Main Street, and they talk conservatism on Main Street, then they go to K Street and they sell us out immediately the second they get to Washington. The fact that they want to have a secret meeting, they want to have this star chamber meeting of elites to usurp the will of the people, shows me even more so why it's important that Trump, as a true non-Washingtonian.
And you said it, usurp the will of the people, and the fact that they're trying to do it with a guy like Trump, who has been on the other side. So he knows the game. He knows what they're trying to do, which is, to his advantage, I think.
Yeah. So go ahead, David.
No, I was going to say that a lot of the organizers behind this march they're planning in Washington, they're calling it Democracy Spring, and you throw in MoveOn.org. If they were that powerful, why couldn't they get Bernie Sanders, who MoveOn backs, into the nomination in the Democratic Party? So they're going after Trump, but if you really wanted to make a change, then you should have been able to push Bernie Sanders to the front, and they haven't been able to do that.
No, well, because he's a socialist, and I don't think anyone wants to really do that, to really stand behind a socialist. I think that's
he said 92% tax rates.
Yeah, and no one wants that. Right. No one wants Hillary either. I mean, she's a lying criminal, but no one wants that. But Trump, I believe, is unfairly burdened with this threat of violence.
Yeah. I found this on the street. This was on, somebody gave this to me on Lexington Avenue and in Manhattan, that, they're trying to organize groups to basically say, hey, come join us so that we could take Donald Trump down. I don't want to see this around New York City. I mean, this threatening bully activity.
Bully. Yeah. And see, the people that support Trump are not going to be bullied. Yeah. We're tired of being bullied.
Now, let me ask you this, because you mentioned Hillary. Donald Trump is looking ahead to the general election. He actually released a new ad targeting Hillary Clinton. Listen to this. We don't need to be a punchline with Vladimir Putin's laughing. What did you think of that?
I think it's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, she shouldn't have gone on national television and started barking like a dog to represent Republicans. Yeah. It's her fault. That's what she gets.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, too, even if you don't like Trump, holy cow, is he funny. Yeah. And this is going to be a very entertaining election.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's got a lot to work with, right, Stacey? I mean, I want to get your take on the new revelations in the Hillary Clinton email scandal. And then there's the foundation scandal. In 2009, she was Secretary of State, and she asked to use a BlackBerry. She was denied the request to change the rules over her BlackBerry by the NSA. So what did she do? She decided, okay, well, then I'm going to get a server.
My own server. Forget the skiff. I'll just use my own in a barn. I'll just put my emails in a barn. Why? Why would you do that? You're the Secretary of State. You're the person who decides what's confidential and what's not. So what reasoning is there behind that?
Well, it's obviously intent. Right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
What's the actor? Who's the actor that we had on a couple of weeks ago? And he said to us, when you have conservative values in Hollywood, you won't get the parts.
Stephen Bauer.
Stephen Bauer said that.
Scarface and Ray Donovan.
Do you get pushback for conservative ideas?
Of course I do. Yeah. Yes, I get pushback for conservative ideas because I'm a minority and I'm in Hollywood. But it's not stopped me. It's not. I won't allow it to. And that's why, people using all these excuses about gender, race, whatever. They're excuses. If you want something bad enough, you go after it, you get it, you find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, and that's why I think it makes your point in terms of Trump supporters. They're not just going to go away.
No, no way.
Yeah. Do you think? How do you think the election plays out?
I say he wins.
Think Trump wins?
So. Yeah, and I think Rubio should be his veep.
I don't know. He kept calling him Little Marco.
Right.
It'll be. I predict it'll be John Kasich, though, because John Kasich on the campaign
But he said he won't do it.
Yeah, but what else is he going to do?
If offered to him.
We've heard lots of things.
What is he going to say? Yeah, because I feel like he needs an adult in the room. I keep saying, you know.
But that gets things done. And Ohio doesn't help.
Is that bad? Exactly. And Ohio.
Yeah, thank you.